I was going to do a rant on modern cartoons today, but thanks to last night's TNA Impact, I feel I have to rant on this topic. Let me tell you a little story before I get onto the rant. In October 2009, TNA was starting to really pick up. When I was watching it every Thursday, and I never missed an Impact since late 2005, and it was really starting to really pick up, and it was getting really good. And so, in October, it was announced that TNA has signed with Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan was going to come to TNA and be Dixie Carter's business partner. Of course, all the TNA fans were excited about this, and so were casual fans who just idolize Hulk Hogan and would love to see him. It was announced that Hulk Hogan would make his TNA Impact debut on January 4th, 2010. And all of us wrestling fans couldn't wait, because if we thought TNA was good before, then it was definitely going to be good when he showed up. So then January 4th came, and it was terrible. The matches were stupid, the promos were stupid, and all it was about was Hulk Hogan this, Hulk Hogan that, Hulk Hogan, Hulk Hogan. We thought he was going to change everything. Oh, he changed everything. He made the friggin' Impact, he made friggin' TNA all about him. Ugh. And he also brought, not only was Hulk Hogan there, but he brought all of his old friends with him. He brought the Nasty Boys, who can barely walk for crying out loud. The stinking Scott Hall and Six Pac, whatever, who were old NWO friends of his. And Orlando Jordan, who Hulk Hogan likes for some reason. Bubba the Love Sponge, who has his own radio show and is a complete jerk. And Jeff Hardy, I can't argue with that. I think he had plans to join TNA way before Hulk Hogan was joining TNA. Jeff Hardy's cool. And yeah, that's all also Val Venus, Sean Morley, other known as Val Venus from the Attitude Era, who had a adult movie star gimmick, and that's all that show had. January 4th had to offer was a bunch of old faces we knew, but we didn't want to see, except for Jeff Hardy. But oh my gosh, if you thought January 4th was bad, it just went downhill from there. Every Impact from that was just horrible. I mean, Hulk Hogan, he turned TNA into junk just when TNA was about to get really good, and it was really good. He turned it into junk. Oh my gosh. And I'm sitting here watching Impact, and I'm thinking, it's going to get better, it's going to get better, it's going to get better, I can handle this, but I can't anymore. It wasn't until last night I was like, okay, I'm really starting to get annoyed. And I really did. But we'll get to that later. Right now, here's some of the accomplishments Hulk Hogan has made since joining TNA. 1. He turned AJ Styles, the best wrestler they have right now, into a complete joke. They turned him into a bad guy, and so they brought in, oh yeah, I forgot, on January 4th they brought in the legendary Ric Flair. And so, Ric Flair became AJ's manager, and Ric Flair turned AJ into a cheater and a liar and a jerk. And so, oh my gosh. And I'm ticked off, because AJ Styles is my favorite wrestler right now. And, so then they made AJ the complete joke, but still the champion. And AJ is just, they made him a loser. They made him a coward, and they made the crowd who were cheering for him earlier, made him say AJ sucks every time he comes out. That is stupid. Why would you turn the best wrestler you have? You're lucky to have AJ Styles right now, because he could lead you to success, but you turn him into a complete joke. Why, Hogan? Why? And you turn the Monster Abyss into you, well, although Abyss was he was a whiner before he came in. You kind of made him a little better when you came in, but you still turned him into he was a good guy. But Abyss is supposed to be a monster. He's supposed to be a hardcore wrestler just destroying everything. That's what he's supposed to be. And oh my gosh, Orlando Jordan, you remember him? They could have turned him into a decent wrestler, but no. They had to get... Orlando Jordan had an idea for the TNA creative team. He went up to them and said, I have an idea. I'm a bisexual. Why don't you make me a bisexual in TNA? And they approved of it. And the things he did was so gross. I'm not going to say what the things he did were, but let's just say he has a craving for a certain type of liquid. And that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, oh gosh, I'm so mad. That's not all. Ever since Hulk Hogan joined TNA, it seems the in-ring product has gotten bad. Well, the wrestling used to be good, but now it's just bad. I mean, on TV it is, but I've heard on the pay-per-views it's actually decent. But gosh, on TV, the wrestling on Impact was good, but now Hulk Hogan just turned into bad. My gosh. So, but we've only scratched the surface. Eric Bischoff is trying to be the voice of reason. He's trying to turn everything... like I said in my WCW video, Eric Bischoff can make a successful wrestling company if he wants to. But I don't know if this is his idea or Hogan's idea, but he's been showing a bunch of pay-per-view quality matches on free TV when you could make a lot of money off, like AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. That was a dream match. Well, they wrestled before in like 2004, but you think of how much success you would have had if you made that a pay-per-view. That would have been great. And also AJ Styles versus Rob Van Dam versus Jeff Hardy. That would have been a great pay-per-view match, but you blew it on Impact. Gosh. And one of the things that ticked me off so gosh dang much. Bubba the Love Sponge. Yeah, keep Bubba the Love Sponge in mind. So anyway, earlier this year with the earthquake in Haiti, a lot of people in Haiti were devastated by it, and so people were helping. Some of the people that were helping were TNA wrestlers. They went down there to help them because they're just nice like that. One of them was one of the best women wrestlers of all time, Awesome Kong, and she was down there. Those wrestlers were working their butts off to help those people. So, they come back to America to hear Bubba the Love Sponge say this. F Haiti. He actually said the cuss word, but I don't cuss, so I'm not going to say the cuss word. But he said, F you blank Haiti. That's what he said. Which is mildly disrespectful for some... that is mildly disrespectful to people who are trying to make a difference and trying to help people. But you are sitting... Back in America, you were sitting on your butt doing absolutely nothing except saying that. So anyway, that angered Awesome Kong. So the next time Awesome Kong and Bo the Love Sponge met with each other, Awesome Kong punched him. She laid him out. And Bo the Love Sponge was injured. But here's what TNA did. For assaulting Bubba the Love Sponge, TNA fired Awesome Kong. They did. They fired one of their best women wrestlers just because I liked Awesome Kong. She was awesome. But gosh, I mean, you can't. I know you shouldn't sell your things with violence, but can you blame Kong? I mean, if I was working my butt off, I wouldn't want somebody to stinking say F's this or F that. I mean, gosh. I hate Bubba the Love Sponge. And it's not just me. Every TNA fan hates Bubba the Love Sponge. Well, this video's getting long. But don't worry. We're not done.